China's historical maritime power is a fascinating topic that resonates deeply in the context of the 21st century. At the heart of this narrative lies the legendary treasure fleet of the Ming Dynasty, which was a remarkable symbol of China's naval prowess and ambition. Under the command of the illustrious Admiral Zheng He, this fleet embarked on 7 epic voyages between 1405 and 1433, traversing vast oceans and reaching far-off lands in Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and even the eastern coast of Africa. These expeditions were not merely about exploration. They were instrumental in establishing trade routes, fostering diplomatic relations, and showcasing China's technological advancements in shipbuilding and navigation. The significance of Zheng He's voyages extends beyond mere historical curiosity. They represent a time when China was a dominant maritime power, engaging with diverse cultures and economies, and influencing global trade long before the age of European exploration. As we delve into this captivating history, we uncover the layers of mystery surrounding Admiral Zheng He himself. A figure shrouded in intrigue, Zheng He was not only a skilled navigator but also a diplomat and a symbol of China's maritime ambitions. His voyages were marked by grand displays of power and wealth, as the treasure fleet carried precious goods, including silk, porcelain, and spices, which were highly sought after in foreign markets. The sheer scale of these expeditions, with ships that were among the largest of their time, speaks to the sophistication of Chinese maritime technology and the strategic vision of the Ming Dynasty. However, the reasons behind the cessation of these voyages remain a topic of debate among historians, adding an element of mystery to Zheng He's legacy. Was it a shift in political priorities, a change in economic strategy, or perhaps a response to internal challenges? This enigma invites us to reflect on the broader implications of maritime power and its evolution over time. In the 21st century, the relevance of China's historical maritime power is more pronounced than ever, particularly as the nation reasserts itself on the global stage. The modern era has seen a resurgence of interest in maritime trade, with China emerging as a key player in international commerce. The Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure and economic development project, echoes the spirit of Zheng He's voyages by aiming to enhance connectivity and trade across Asia, Europe, and beyond. This initiative not only reflects China's ambition to revive its historical role as a maritime power but also highlights the interconnectedness of global economies in today's world. Just as Zheng He established trade networks that facilitated cultural exchange and economic growth, contemporary China is forging new partnerships and expanding its influence through maritime routes. Moreover, the historical context of China's treasure fleet serves as a reminder of the importance of maritime security and trade routes in shaping international relations. As global trade increasingly relies on shipping lanes, the lessons from Zheng He's time resonate with current geopolitical dynamics. The South China Sea, for instance, has become a focal point of tension, with competing claims over territorial waters and trade routes. Understanding China's historical maritime power provides valuable insights into its current strategies and aspirations, as well as the challenges it faces in maintaining its influence in a rapidly changing world. In conclusion, the exploration of China's historical maritime power, particularly through the lens of Admiral Zheng He's treasure fleet, offers a rich tapestry of intrigue and significance. By connecting the past with the present, we can appreciate how historical events continue to shape modern China's role in international trade and diplomacy. The legacy of Zheng He serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale, reminding us of the complexities of maritime power and the enduring impact of trade on global relations. As we embark on this journey through history, we invite you to join us in uncovering the mysteries of China's maritime past and its implications for the future. The emergence of the Ming Dynasty in the 14th century marked a transformative period in Chinese history, characterized by a resurgence of national pride and a renewed focus on maritime ambitions. The Ming Dynasty was established after the fall of the Yuan dynasty, which had been ruled by the Mongols. In this context, Zhu Yuanzhang, a former monk and peasant leader, rose to power and became the founding emperor, known as Hongwu. His reign laid the groundwork for a centralized and powerful state. However, it was his grandson, Zhu Dai, who would significantly shape China's maritime destiny. Ascending to the throne as the Yongle Emperor after a power struggle, Zhu Dai had a vision of expanding China's influence beyond its borders, particularly through a formidable navy. He believed that a strong maritime presence would not only enhance China's trade capabilities but also project its power and prestige on the global stage. Zhu Dai's ambition for a powerful navy was rooted in both political and economic motivations. He sought to consolidate his rule and legitimize his authority by demonstrating military strength and fostering international relations. The establishment of a powerful navy was seen as essential for protecting China's interests, especially in the face of potential threats from neighboring states and the need to secure vital trade routes. This vision culminated in the construction of an imperial fleet that would become one of the largest and most advanced of its time. The Ming Dynasty invested heavily in shipbuilding, leading to the creation of the famous treasure fleet, which was designed to undertake long-distance voyages and establish trade networks across Asia and beyond. Nanjing, the capital of the Ming Dynasty during the early years of Zhu Dai's reign, emerged as a crucial shipbuilding hub. The city was strategically located along the Yangtze River, providing access to abundant timber resources and facilitating the construction of large vessels. The shipyards in Nanjing became bustling centers of activity, where skilled craftsmen and laborers worked tirelessly to build the massive treasure ships that would carry Admiral Zheng He and his fleet on their historic voyages. The significance of Nanjing as a shipbuilding center cannot be overstated. It symbolized the Ming Dynasty's commitment to maritime exploration and trade. The construction of these ships was not merely a logistical endeavor. It represented a broader vision of a China that was confident in its maritime capabilities and eager to engage with the world. The treasure ships themselves were a testament to the Ming Dynasty's ambition and technological prowess. These vessels were among the largest wooden ships ever built, some measuring over 400 feet in length, and were equipped with multiple masts and sails, allowing them to navigate vast oceans with remarkable efficiency. The sheer size and capabilities of the treasure ships reflected the prestige and power that Zhu Dai sought to project. They were not only designed for trade, but also served as floating symbols of China's might and sophistication. The treasure fleet carried valuable goods such as silk, porcelain, and spices, which were highly sought after in foreign markets, thereby enhancing China's economic standing and fostering diplomatic ties with various nations. Moreover, the voyages of the treasure fleet were imbued with a sense of grandeur and spectacle. The fleet's expeditions were marked by elaborate ceremonies and displays of wealth, showcasing China's cultural achievements and technological advancements. This emphasis on prestige was crucial for Zhu Dai, as he aimed to establish China as a dominant maritime power in the region. The voyages led by Admiral Zheng He were not just about trade. They were also diplomatic missions that sought to forge alliances and assert China's influence over neighboring states. The Ming Dynasty's maritime ambitions, therefore, were intricately linked to its desire for recognition and respect on the global stage. However, the impact of the Ming Dynasty's maritime ambitions extended beyond mere trade and diplomacy. The treasure fleet's voyages facilitated cultural exchanges, allowing for the dissemination of ideas, technologies, and customs between China and the regions it visited. This exchange enriched Chinese culture and contributed to a broader understanding of the world beyond its borders. The Ming Dynasty's engagement with maritime trade also laid the foundation for future generations, influencing China's approach to international relations and trade in the centuries to come. In conclusion, the emergence of the Ming Dynasty under Emperor Zhu Dai marked a pivotal moment in China's maritime history. His vision for a powerful navy and the construction of the imperial fleet in Nanjing were instrumental in establishing China as a formidable maritime power. The treasure ships, with their impressive size and capabilities, symbolized the prestige and ambition of the Ming Dynasty, reflecting a desire to engage with the world and assert China's influence. As we explore this fascinating chapter in history, we gain valuable insights into the interplay between politics, trade, and maritime power, and how these elements shaped China's trajectory in the centuries that followed. The legacy of the Ming Dynasty's maritime ambitions continues to resonate today, reminding us of the enduring significance of naval power in shaping global dynamics. Admiral Zheng He, one of the most remarkable figures in maritime history, was born in 1371 in Kunyang, a town in present-day Yunnan Province, China. His early life was marked by significant upheaval. He was born into a Muslim family during a time of political turmoil. When he was just a teenager, the Ming forces, led by Zhu Yuanzhang, overthrew the Mongol-led Yuan dynasty. During this conflict, Zheng He was captured by the Ming army and subsequently castrated, becoming a eunuch. This life-altering event would ultimately shape his destiny. After his castration, he was taken to the Ming court, where he was given the name Zheng He and began his service in the imperial palace. His intelligence, charisma, and exceptional abilities quickly caught the attention of the court officials, allowing him to rise through the ranks. His early experiences as a captive and his subsequent education in the imperial court provided him with a unique perspective on both military and diplomatic affairs, setting the stage for his future achievements. Zheng He's unique position as a eunuch played a crucial role in his rise to prominence within the Ming court. Eunuchs were often viewed with suspicion, yet they held significant power and influence, particularly during the Ming dynasty. Zheng He's status as a eunuch allowed him to navigate the complex political landscape of the court without the threat of familial ties that could complicate loyalty and ambition. His close relationship with Emperor Zhu Dai, who ascended to the throne after a power struggle, was pivotal. Zhu Dai recognized Zheng He's capabilities and entrusted him with the command of the treasure fleet, a decision that would lead to unprecedented maritime expeditions. This trust was not merely a reflection of Zheng He's skills, it also demonstrated the emperor's vision of expanding China's influence through maritime exploration and trade. The bond between the two men was built on mutual respect and shared ambitions, allowing Zheng He to undertake missions that would redefine China's role in the world. Under Zheng He's command, the treasure fleet became a symbol of Ming maritime power and ambition. The fleet consisted of hundreds of ships, including the legendary treasure ships, which were among the largest wooden vessels ever constructed. These ships were equipped with advanced navigational tools and carried thousands of crew members, merchants, and diplomats. The scale of the treasure fleet was staggering, with estimates suggesting that it included as many as 300 ships and over 27,000 men on some voyages. This massive undertaking was not only a testament to Zheng He's leadership, but also to the Ming dynasty's commitment to maritime exploration. Zheng He's voyages spanned from 1405 to 1433, during which he made 7 major expeditions to regions such as Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and the eastern coast of Africa. His leadership qualities were evident in his ability to manage such a vast and diverse fleet, ensuring that each voyage was meticulously planned and executed. Zheng He's leadership was characterized by his exceptional organizational skills, diplomatic acumen, and ability to inspire loyalty among his crew. He understood the importance of fostering relationships with the various cultures and nations he encountered during his voyages. His expeditions were not solely focused on trade, they also aimed to establish diplomatic ties and promote cultural exchange. Zheng He's approach to leadership was inclusive. He often included scholars, translators, and merchants in his crew, recognizing the value of diverse perspectives in achieving his goals. This collaborative spirit allowed him to navigate complex political landscapes and build alliances with local rulers, further enhancing China's influence in the regions he visited. The achievements of Admiral Zheng He were monumental and far-reaching. His voyages opened up new trade routes, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between China and the rest of the world. Zheng He's expeditions brought back valuable commodities such as spices, precious stones, and exotic animals, enriching the Ming Dynasty's economy and expanding its global trade network. Moreover, his interactions with foreign dignitaries and leaders helped to elevate China's status as a dominant maritime power. The diplomatic missions he undertook were instrumental in establishing tributary relationships, where foreign states acknowledged the supremacy of the Ming Dynasty in exchange for trade privileges and protection. Zheng He's legacy extends beyond his immediate achievements. He is often regarded as a symbol of China's maritime heritage and its historical engagement with the world. His voyages demonstrated the potential of maritime exploration as a means of fostering international relations and cultural exchange. The impact of his expeditions can still be felt today, as they laid the groundwork for China's future interactions with other nations. Zheng He's life and accomplishments serve as a reminder of the importance of leadership, vision, and the pursuit of knowledge in shaping history. In conclusion, Admiral Zheng He's life and achievements are a testament to his remarkable journey from a young boy in Yunnan to the commander of the Ming Dynasty's treasure fleet. His unique background, combined with the trust placed in him by Emperor Zhu Dai, allowed him to rise to prominence and lead monumental maritime expeditions. The scale of the treasure fleet under his command was a reflection of his exceptional leadership qualities and the Ming Dynasty's ambitions. Zheng He's legacy as a navigator, diplomat, and cultural ambassador continues to inspire and intrigue, highlighting the enduring significance of maritime exploration in shaping global history. The treasure fleet, commanded by Admiral Zheng He during the early 15th century, undertook a series of monumental voyages that significantly impacted maritime trade and cultural exchanges across Asia and beyond. These expeditions, spanning from 1405 to 1433, were not only remarkable for their scale, but also for the diplomatic and economic relationships they fostered. The fleet's primary destinations included Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and even the eastern coast of Africa, each of which played a crucial role in expanding China's influence and establishing its presence on the global stage.
The first voyage of the treasure fleet set sail in 1405, with Zheng He leading a massive armada that included hundreds of ships and thousands of crew members. The fleet's initial destinations included the ports of Southeast Asia, such as modern-day Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia. These regions were vital for trade, serving as key nodes in the maritime Silk Road. The expeditions allowed Zheng He to establish trade relationships with local rulers, facilitating the exchange of goods such as spices, textiles, and precious metals. The cultural exchanges that occurred during these voyages were equally significant, as they introduced Chinese culture, technology, and ideas to the diverse societies of Southeast Asia, while also bringing back influences from these regions to China. As the treasure fleet ventured further into the Indian Ocean, it reached important trading hubs such as Ceylon, modern-day Sri Lanka, India, and the Arabian Peninsula. These voyages were marked by Zheng He's diplomatic missions, where he sought to strengthen ties with local kingdoms and promote the Ming Dynasty's interests. In Ceylon, for instance, Zheng He was welcomed by the local king, and the two engaged in discussions that led to the establishment of a tributary relationship. This not only enhanced trade but also solidified China's status as a dominant power in the region. The fleet's interactions with Indian traders and merchants further enriched the cultural tapestry of the time, as goods, ideas, and technologies flowed between China and the Indian subcontinent. One of the most remarkable aspects of Zheng He's voyages was the establishment of trade relationships that extended as far as the eastern coast of Africa. The fleet made several stops along the Swahili coast, visiting ports such as Mogadishu, Malindi, and Kilwa. These interactions were significant for both sides. The Chinese sought valuable resources like ivory, gold, and exotic animals, while the East African traders were eager to acquire Chinese silk, porcelain, and other luxury goods. The cultural exchanges that took place during these encounters were profound, as they facilitated the blending of African, Arab, and Chinese cultures, leading to a rich exchange of traditions, languages, and technologies. However, the ambitious nature of the treasure fleet's voyages was not without its challenges. The logistical hurdles faced by Zheng He and his crew were immense, given the scale of the expeditions and the vast distances involved. One of the primary challenges was the need for adequate provisions and supplies to sustain the fleet during long voyages. Zheng He's team had to carefully plan for food, fresh water, and other necessities, often relying on local resources at various ports along the way. This required not only meticulous planning but also strong relationships with local rulers to ensure access to supplies. Navigational challenges were another significant concern for the treasure fleet. During Zheng He's time, maritime navigation was still in its infancy, and sailors relied heavily on celestial navigation, coastal landmarks, and rudimentary maps. To overcome these challenges, Zheng He and his crew employed several innovations in navigation. They utilized advanced tools such as the magnetic compass, which had been introduced to China from the Arab world, allowing for more accurate navigation across open waters. Additionally, they developed detailed charts and logs that documented their routes, weather patterns, and ocean currents, enhancing their ability to navigate the vast and often treacherous seas. The fleet also faced the challenge of maintaining communication and coordination among its numerous ships. Zheng He implemented a hierarchical command structure, ensuring that each ship had a designated captain who reported back to him. This organizational strategy was crucial for managing the fleet effectively, especially during complex maneuvers or when encountering adverse weather conditions. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances and make quick decisions was vital for the success of the voyages. In summary, the major voyages undertaken by the treasure fleet under Admiral Zheng He were pivotal in shaping the maritime landscape of the 15th century. The destinations of these voyages, including Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and the eastern coast of Africa, facilitated significant cultural exchanges and trade relationships that enriched both China and the regions it engaged with. Despite the logistical challenges faced by the fleet, Zheng He's innovative approaches to navigation and his ability to foster diplomatic ties allowed for the successful execution of these monumental expeditions. The legacy of the treasure fleet continues to resonate today, highlighting the importance of maritime exploration in fostering global connections and cultural understanding. Through these voyages, Zheng He not only expanded China's influence but also left an indelible mark on the history of maritime trade and diplomacy. The voyages of Admiral Zheng He and his treasure fleet during the early 15th century were not only significant for their scale and ambition but also for the profound cultural exchanges that occurred between China and the regions visited. These expeditions played a crucial role in establishing China's dominance in trade through the tribute system, which facilitated diplomatic relations and economic interactions with various nations. The tribute system was a hierarchical framework that defined China's relationships with neighboring states, where foreign rulers acknowledged the supremacy of the Chinese emperor in exchange for trade privileges and protection. This system allowed China to assert its influence across Asia and beyond, as countries sought to engage with the Ming Dynasty for access to its wealth and resources. Through the tribute system, Zheng He's voyages helped solidify China's position as a dominant maritime power. The fleet's visits to Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and the eastern coast of Africa were marked by diplomatic missions that established tributary relationships with local rulers. These interactions were not merely transactional, they were steeped in cultural significance. By presenting gifts and receiving tributes, Zheng He and his crew fostered goodwill and mutual respect, laying the groundwork for long-lasting trade relationships. The tribute system allowed China to control trade routes and influence regional politics, ensuring that it remained at the center of international commerce during this period. One of the most notable aspects of the cultural exchanges initiated by Zheng He's voyages was the introduction of Chinese goods, particularly porcelain and silk, to foreign markets. Chinese porcelain, renowned for its exquisite craftsmanship and vibrant designs, became highly sought after in Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. The demand for these luxury items led to the establishment of trade networks that connected China with distant lands, facilitating the flow of goods and ideas. Similarly, silk, another prized Chinese commodity, captivated foreign markets and became a symbol of wealth and status. The influence of these products extended beyond mere trade. They also served as cultural ambassadors, introducing foreign nations to Chinese aesthetics and craftsmanship. The impact of Zheng He's voyages on the regions visited was profound and multifaceted. In Southeast Asia, for instance, the influx of Chinese goods and cultural practices contributed to the development of local economies and the enrichment of cultural identities. The mingling of Chinese and local traditions led to the emergence of hybrid cultures, where elements of Chinese art, cuisine, and language were integrated into the fabric of Southeast Asian societies. This cultural exchange fostered a sense of interconnectedness and mutual appreciation, as local populations embraced Chinese influences while also contributing their own unique traditions. In the Indian Ocean region, the cultural exchanges initiated by Zheng He's expeditions had a lasting impact on trade and diplomacy. The interactions between Chinese merchants and Indian traders facilitated the exchange of ideas, technologies, and cultural practices. For example, the introduction of Chinese navigational techniques and shipbuilding methods influenced local maritime practices, enhancing the capabilities of Indian and Arab sailors. Additionally, the spread of Chinese agricultural products, such as rice and tea, enriched local diets and agricultural practices, further intertwining the fates of these regions. The Voyages also left a significant mark on the eastern coast of Africa, where Zheng He's fleet established connections with various Swahili city-states. The cultural exchanges that occurred during these interactions were transformative, as Chinese goods, ideas, and technologies were introduced to the local populations. The arrival of Chinese porcelain and textiles in East Africa not only stimulated trade but also influenced local artistic traditions. The blending of Chinese and African cultures gave rise to unique artistic expressions, as local artisans incorporated Chinese motifs and techniques into their work. Beyond the tangible impacts of trade and cultural exchange, Zheng He's voyages also inspired a wealth of myths and legends that have persisted through the centuries. Stories of his expeditions, filled with adventure and discovery, captured the imaginations of people across the regions he visited. In some cultures, Zheng He was revered as a legendary figure, a symbol of exploration and maritime prowess. These myths often emphasized themes of bravery, diplomacy, and the quest for knowledge, reflecting the values and aspirations of the societies that embraced them. Today, the legacy of Zheng He's voyages continues to resonate, as his expeditions are celebrated in various forms of art, literature, and cultural narratives. In China, Zheng He is often regarded as a national hero, embodying the spirit of exploration and cultural exchange that characterized the Ming Dynasty. His voyages are commemorated in museums, literature, and educational programs, serving as a reminder of China's rich maritime history and its role in shaping global trade networks. Moreover, the myths and legends surrounding Zheng He have transcended cultural boundaries, inspiring contemporary narratives about exploration and intercultural dialogue. In regions such as Southeast Asia and East Africa, local traditions often incorporate elements of Zheng He's story, celebrating the connections forged through his voyages. These narratives serve as a testament to the enduring impact of cultural exchanges initiated during the Ming Dynasty, highlighting the importance of understanding and appreciating the interconnectedness of human experiences. In conclusion, the cultural exchanges and lasting impact of Zheng He's voyages were instrumental in shaping the relationships between China and the regions visited. The tribute system established China's dominance in trade, while the introduction of Chinese goods like porcelain and silk influenced foreign cultures and economies. The blending of traditions and the emergence of hybrid cultures enriched the societies that engaged with Zheng He's fleet. Furthermore, the myths and legends that arose from these expeditions continue to inspire and resonate today, reflecting the enduring significance of exploration and cultural exchange in our shared human history. Zheng He's legacy serves as a reminder of the power of maritime exploration to foster connections, promote understanding, and shape the course of history across continents. The historical maritime power of China, particularly during the Ming Dynasty under Admiral Zheng He, has profoundly influenced the nation's contemporary role in global trade. The ambitious voyages of Zheng He not only showcased China's naval capabilities but also established vital trade routes and diplomatic relationships that laid the groundwork for future economic strategies. Today, as China reasserts itself on the global stage, the echoes of its maritime past resonate in its current economic policies and initiatives, shaping its approach to international trade and commerce. China's historical maritime ambitions have significantly shaped its current economic strategies, particularly in the context of globalization. The treasure fleet's voyages during the Ming Dynasty were characterized by extensive trade and cultural exchanges, which fostered relationships with various nations. This legacy of maritime trade has informed China's modern economic policies, emphasizing the importance of connectivity and collaboration with other countries. The historical precedent set by Zheng He's expeditions serves as a guiding principle for contemporary China, which seeks to enhance its influence through trade partnerships and economic cooperation. One of the most notable manifestations of this strategy is the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, launched in 2013. The BRI aims to enhance global trade and infrastructure development by creating a modern Silk Road that connects Asia, Europe, and Africa through a network of railways, highways, ports, and other infrastructure projects. This initiative mirrors the spirit of Zheng He's voyages, which sought to establish trade routes and foster diplomatic ties across vast distances. Just as Zheng He's fleet facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas, the BRI aims to promote economic integration and cultural exchange among participating countries. By investing in infrastructure and fostering trade relationships, China is effectively reviving its historical role as a central player in global commerce. The significance of China's shipping industry cannot be overstated in the context of its global trade relationships. Today, China boasts one of the largest and most advanced shipping industries in the world, with major shipping companies such as COSCO Shipping and China Merchants Industry Holdings leading the way. This robust shipping infrastructure is crucial for facilitating international trade, as it enables the efficient movement of goods across the globe. The historical emphasis on maritime trade has translated into a modern shipping industry that supports China's economic growth and enhances its competitiveness in the global market. China's shipping industry plays a vital role in the Belt and Road Initiative, as it provides the logistical backbone for the ambitious infrastructure projects being developed across participating countries. By investing in ports and shipping facilities in strategic locations, China is not only enhancing its own trade capabilities but also establishing itself as a key player in global supply chains. This interconnectedness reflects the historical maritime networks established during Zheng He's time, where trade routes were vital for economic prosperity and cultural exchange. Moreover, the parallels between Zheng He's voyages and modern China's Belt and Road Initiative extend beyond mere trade routes. Both endeavors emphasize the importance of diplomacy and cultural exchange in fostering international relationships. Zheng He's expeditions were marked by diplomatic missions that sought to build alliances and promote goodwill among the nations he visited. Similarly, the BRI emphasizes collaboration and mutual benefit, as China engages with partner countries to develop infrastructure and enhance trade. This approach not only strengthens economic ties but also fosters a sense of shared purpose and cooperation among nations. The historical context of China's maritime power also informs its contemporary approach to international relations. The legacy of Zheng He's voyages serves as a reminder of the importance of soft power in establishing influence. By promoting cultural exchanges, educational partnerships, and people-to-people connections, China seeks to enhance its global standing and foster goodwill among nations. This strategy is evident in various BRI projects that prioritize cultural exchange and collaboration, reflecting the lessons learned from Zheng He's time. Furthermore, the historical maritime power of China has shaped its response to contemporary challenges in global trade. As the world faces issues such as trade imbalances, geopolitical tensions, and environmental concerns, China's historical experiences provide valuable insights into navigating these complexities. The emphasis on cooperation and mutual benefit, as exemplified by Zheng He's diplomatic missions, remains relevant today as China seeks to address global challenges through collaborative efforts. In conclusion, the connection between historical maritime power and contemporary China's role in global trade is both profound and multifaceted. The legacy of Zheng He's voyages has shaped China's economic strategies, emphasizing the importance of connectivity, collaboration, and cultural exchange. The Belt and Road Initiative serves as a modern manifestation of these historical ambitions, aiming to enhance global trade and infrastructure development while fostering diplomatic relationships. China's shipping industry plays a crucial role in this endeavor, providing the logistical support necessary for international trade. As China navigates the complexities of the modern global economy, the lessons learned from its maritime past continue to inform its approach, highlighting the enduring significance of maritime power in shaping economic relationships and fostering global cooperation. Through this lens, we can appreciate how the historical context of China's maritime ambitions continues to influence its contemporary role as a key player in global trade and international relations. In this video, we have explored the remarkable historical significance of Admiral Zheng He's treasure fleet and its profound impact on international trade during the Ming Dynasty. Zheng He's voyages, which spanned from 1405 to 1433, were not merely expeditions of exploration, they were pivotal in establishing trade routes that connected China with Southeast Asia, the Indian Ocean, and even the eastern coast of Africa. The treasure fleet, with its impressive scale and advanced ships, showcased China's maritime prowess and ambition, allowing for the exchange of goods, cultures, and ideas across vast distances. Through these voyages, Zheng He not only facilitated trade but also fostered diplomatic relationships that would shape the course of international relations for centuries to come. The legacy of Zheng He's treasure fleet is particularly relevant today as we navigate an increasingly interconnected global economy. Understanding China's maritime history provides valuable insights into its current economic strategies and its role as a dominant player in international trade. The The historical context of Zheng He's expeditions informs contemporary initiatives such as the Belt and Road Initiative, which seeks to enhance global trade and infrastructure development while promoting cultural exchange and cooperation among nations. By recognizing the significance of these historical events, we can better appreciate the complexities of today's global economic landscape and the enduring influence of maritime power. As we wrap up this exploration of Zheng He's treasure fleet and its lasting impact, we encourage you to engage with our content further. If you found this video informative and intriguing, please consider subscribing to our channel for more in-depth discussions on historical events and their relevance to contemporary issues. Your support helps us continue to create engaging content that delves into the rich tapestry of history and its connections to the present. Additionally, don't forget to like this video and share it with friends and family who might also be interested in learning about China's maritime history and the fascinating stories of exploration and trade. By sharing this knowledge, you contribute to a broader understanding of how historical events shape our world today. We also invite you to explore related content on our channel. We have a variety of videos that delve into different aspects of maritime history, trade routes, and the cultural exchanges that have shaped civilizations throughout the ages. Whether you're interested in the intricacies of the Silk Road, the impact of maritime exploration on global trade, or the stories of other influential figures in history, there's something for everyone. In conclusion, the historical significance of Zheng He's treasure fleet cannot be overstated. Its impact on international trade and diplomatic relations laid the groundwork for the interconnected world we live in today. By understanding this maritime legacy, we gain valuable insights into contemporary China's role in the global economy and the importance of fostering international cooperation. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history, and we look forward to seeing you in our future videos.